Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be playing with some new makeup. I get sent quite a few new releases, so I thought it would be fun to dive into them with all of you, play with them, see what their textures are like and what the shades are like on my skin tone, because I know a lot of us are shade twins. So yeah, that is today's video. I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean so much. And let's get into this basket of new makeup. So I have a bunch of makeup here. Some of it is new to me, and then some of it is like completely new to the market as well. Some of it I've tried and some of it I haven't. For example, I have this Huda Beauty setting powder. This is just new to me. It's not new to the market, and I have been playing with it for the past couple of weeks. And then I also have in here the new Merit Beauty Shade Slick Gelées. These are completely new to me and to the market, so I'm really excited to try these on with all of you. I've also not even put these on my lips yet, so I'll give you a first impressions of what these are like as well. And a big thank you to Merit Beauty as well for sponsoring a portion of this video. I'm so grateful for every opportunity to work with them. I truly love so many of their products, and so many of their products are staples in my collection, so it's always such an amazing opportunity to be able to work with them. And yeah, I'm just really excited, so thank you again, Merit, for sponsoring a portion of this video. And every first order comes with their gorgeous corduroy bag here that you can use as like a purse or as your makeup bag. It's very versatile and classy. I love this bag so much, it's so cute. And every first order gets one of those, and if your order is over $40 you also get free shipping. So if you want to check out any of the products, make sure to check out Merit Beauty and you'll get that free bag on your first order and free shipping over $40. But let's get started. I'm going to start with primer. Primer I'm going to be using today is the Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. This sneak peek is actually going to be in my April favorites. I've been using this for a few weeks now and I absolutely love it. It is such a fun texture as well. It's like this really funky, stretchy texture, and I'll just show it to you really quick. The texture of it kind of reminds me of like any snail mucin essence or something like that, but a little bit thicker than that, and more moisturizing as well, like right off the bat. It just preps the face so nicely for makeup, and it feels so good to apply because it's just like really moisturizing and makes my skin feel like really hydrated and like supple. And I just really like that because I've been having really dry skin lately, and I think I compromised my skin barrier actually maybe like a week or so ago because I just like put too many actives in my skincare routine. So this has been really nice because it's just like ultra moisturizing and preps the skin beautifully for makeup. And this is a new product from Freck Beauty as well. So for foundation, I have the new Mob Beauty Blurring Ceramide Cream Foundation. I love so many of Mob Beauty products, so I was really excited when they sent these over because I adore my Mob Beauty palette that I curated for myself and like put all the favorite shades of mine into, and I regularly use that and like bring that traveling, and I just really like that formula of their powders and the shades that I picked out. And I have one other cream product from them, which is their bronzer, and I really like that as well. So I'm so excited to see a complexion product from them, and I can't wait to use them. They sent me the shades Neutral 40 and Neutral 30, and I think today I'll be using the shade Neutral 40. I think this one fits my skin tone the best right now. I'm going to use a brush to apply this to my face as well. The texture, when I dipped my finger into it, felt kind of like a cream to powder finish, very similar to their bronzer. So I wonder how this is going to play on my skin because my skin is feeling kind of dry. This color works really well for me right now though. The coverage of this is looking really, really pretty, and I love the finish as well. It's very like skin-like. I wouldn't say it's dewy because I've tried much dewier foundations before, but I would say this is very skin-like. I wouldn't say it's satin either because it's a little bit more dewy than satin, but it's not as dewy as a dewy foundation. And it is kind of clinging weird. a little bit to some texture I have on my cheek and my nose right now, and I think that's because I did compromise my skin barrier and I am having a little bit of texture when I put foundation on. It's actually been happening with a lot of foundations for me recently, so I'm not gonna really blame the foundation on that. I feel like I'm gonna blame my skin texture right now, but I feel like if you have really textured skin, then maybe you might not like this. But per first impressions, I do like this, and I think once I get my skin barrier back to normal, then I think I'm really gonna like this because it won't cling as much to my texture because I won't have it anymore. But I can see that it's like kind of clinging to like a dry patch that I have like here on my cheek, but it's actually not that bad. I've definitely had worse before. But I love the shade of this and I love the finish as well. I think it just looks so pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Patrick Ta foundation a little bit. To correct my dark circles, I have this new Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin CC stick. I have the shade Banana and it is perfect for me right now for covering my dark circles. This is something I've been using for a little while now, so I'm pretty familiar with the texture and how this works. It's a pretty thin, creamy, almost like powdery finish, like cream to powder finish on the skin, and it works really well, and it plays pretty well with all of my concealers as well. I've really been enjoying this. So this is what it looks like on one eye versus the other, and I'm excited because this kind of tells me that Henriksen might delve more into makeup. I really like their skincare, so it's exciting that they're making more like makeup skincare hybrid products. I just love that because why not have more good ingredients in my makeup as well? And it looks really pretty and covers my dark circles really well too. For concealer, I have the Huda Beauty Glowish Bright Light Sheer Concealer in the shade 03 Light. I've also been playing with this a little bit and I like it so far. I don't think it's my favorite product ever, but I do enjoy it. It's a pretty thin, lightweight concealer, gives you sheer coverage, and brightens the under eyes pretty well too. It does have kind of like a watery consistency and very thin, like I mentioned, so you're not going to get a lot of coverage. This is perfect for people who want like no makeup kind of concealer, but I have been liking this a lot for every day because it is like very thin and not heavy on the under eyes, and is also very hydrating on the under eyes. So I've been liking this. I don't love it just yet. I don't think I've been able to play with it enough. I think this is maybe like my third time using it, but yeah, it's pretty. If you've tried any of these products, by the way, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know your thoughts on them, or if you have any questions about them, I would love to know your questions so I can really think about those questions when I try these products again in the future. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions or how you feel about these products. I love talking about makeup, so yeah, would love to talk to you about all those little things. But you can see just like how illuminating and glowy that concealer is. I do like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna say I love it yet or really like it yet because I haven't used it enough, but I do like it. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Freck Beauty Face Hack Precision Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Tan Dark. I love this shade. It has kind of like a reddish undertone that I adore in bronzer shades. I think it just really complements my olive undertones and my skin tone in general, and I've been loving this bronzer as well. I think Freck Beauty, their makeup is and skincare is very underrated. I feel like people really only know them for their Freck, like OG freckle pen thing, but their blush is incredible. Their bronzer is super good. I adore their serum. I don't know, I just feel like so many of their products are very underrated, and this is another one of them. This is such a pretty, it is like a skin-like creamy cream bronzer, and the undertone is so pretty. It blends beautifully. You can swipe it directly onto your face, but I usually just like to put the brush into the product and then put it onto my face like this. And the shape of this is perfect for your nose because you can just like get a perfect little line and then blend it out. And I just think this tone is so pretty for bronzer. And I love that this bronzer isn't like shimmery or anything. I feel like it's just gonna be so versatile because it's not, and gonna work with so many makeup looks. It is just, I just really like this bronzer. It blends so easily and I love the tone of it as well. And actually a little bit does go a long way, so I wouldn't be discouraged by the size of this. And also this is gonna be so perfect for like traveling. It's gonna fit beautifully into my makeup bag and not take up a lot of space. And it's funny because there are a lot of products that have the same amount of product as this one. This has 0.13 ounces, but the packaging is like ginormous. So I don't mind when a package is very small like this because it's just convenient. And I actually posted about this product on my Instagram, and someone was saying that it's also like environmentally conscious to have smaller packaging because you're not using too much to package the actual product. But I just adore this shade, and I've been loving the texture and the formula of this so much. I'm really excited to have this in my collection, and I think I'm gonna get a ton of use out of it. Like, it just blended so seamlessly into my skin. I really like it. For blush, I'm so excited about this. This is one of the new Merit Beauty blushes in the shade Fox. When I saw this shade, I knew I immediately wanted it, and I'm so excited to show it to all of you today. I actually haven't worn it yet and don't even know what the shade looks like on my skin tone, but I have a feeling I'm gonna love it. So I don't know, I'm just really excited. I feel like a lot of you that follow me and watch my videos have very similar like shade preferences to me. So I feel like you're gonna like this just as much as I will. But look at this, it's just so pretty. It just looks like a burnt, like rusty terracotta shade, and I cannot wait to put this on my face. I'm not going to do highlighter because these Merit Beauty blushes are quite creamy and like luminous on the cheeks, so I'm just going to go in with this today. And I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. I'm so excited for this shade. I'm just going to dip my brush right into it. I like it. This is so pretty. I love the color of this. It's so pretty. It's perfect for like every day as well, and I think I'm really gonna like this in the summertime. I used to not love these blushes, but the more that I use them, the more that I love them. And I just think the finish is so pretty, and I adore their new shades. Really excited to have this one. Yeah, I'm really liking that. For eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the new shade in the Just a Sec eyeshadows from Jones Road Beauty. This is the shade Baby Pink, and these are really fun, like squishy texture. They kind of remind me of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows a little bit texture wise. They're really pretty, like really easy one and done kind of shadows. And this is one of their newer shades. All of the shades that they've come out with are very wearable as well. I think anyone would find a shade that they like. I haven't worn these eyeshadows in a bit, so I'm curious to see if this will crease on me, because I can't remember if the other shades that they've sent me have creased on me. So I think this will be a good little test to see if this one will by the end of the video. But that's a really pretty, just like everyday kind of sparkly pink shade. For mascara, YSL actually sent me this, which is like shocking to me. I never thought that YSL would ever send me makeup, but alas, here it is, and I'm still in shock about it. This is their new Lash Clash mascara. Packaging is so classy and beautiful, and I've used this a couple times as well, and it's really pretty. It has this big honkin' brush, but I do like that it's tapered at the end so that I can get really close to my inner corner lashes. And this right off the bat was like a dry formula, and still is a very dry formula obviously, but I remember opening it up for the first time and trying it, and I was like, wow, this is like already kind of dried out, which I like personally. I feel like it's kind of annoying to have to wait for a mascara to dry out, and this one already was, so it was like the perfect consistency already and like texture for the lashes, and you don't have to wait like a couple weeks for it to dry out. It already was that texture. So this is one coat on this eye. I think it's so pretty. It's pretty dramatic and you can build it up. I do find that this can be a little clumpy though, so I like to be a little bit more light-handed with this. So this is both lashes done. I feel like this gives you really like flirty, fluffy lashes, and I feel like you could build this up and make it like look really, really dramatic. I'm not going to do that because I feel like I would get really like clumpy lashes. So these are both lashes done. I really like the look of it. It's holding my curl pretty well, and I remember in the past that it held my curl pretty well too, but I can't remember if it held it throughout the entire day. Now let us set the face. This is the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I don't know how I feel about this quite yet. I have been using it. I've just never been a setting powder kind of person, but these are nice and they're very blurring as well. You'll see. They're so messy, you know, and I can't get behind how messy they can be. And I think that's what's most irritating to me. But they do set the face really beautifully and are quite blurring as well. I wish I just could get the same results from like a pressed powder that wasn't so messy. And I'm sure a lot of you know this already, but the smell on this is very strong as well, like very strong floral kind of scent, like artificial floral kind of scent, but it does set the face very, very beautifully. So I just have mixed feelings about that product, but it is good. I really want to try the Cherry Blossom shade that everyone has been talking about. I feel like that would look really pretty on the under eyes, like very brightening. And now for the part I'm most excited for, swatching the new Merit Beauty Shade Slick Gelées. I love the OG Shade Slick lip oils. They're some of my favorite products in my collection. I have a ton of videos on them, so I'll make sure to link them down below and put one of them up here as well. But I just am so excited for these. They look so pretty. The shades are very like summery, and I'm very, very excited. What shade do we try first? I think I'm most excited for the shade Mapleton, so let's try this one on first. Of course, the packaging is stunning. Same packaging as their original Shade Slicks. It doesn't have a smell. The texture on these is so nice. I just love how that feels on my lips. So it's very sheer, the same classic glossiness. It's not nearly as opaque as the other Shade Slicks. Those were pretty opaque on the lips, but this one is very, very sheer. So this is the shade Mapleton. I love. Texture is so good. It's kind of like on a thicker lip oil side, I would say, but still slippy. Feels very moisturizing too. Mapleton was described as a sheer brown, by the way. Okay, next up, I want to try Maraschino. Like maraschino cherry, I love that. Maraschino is described as a sheer red. It says here also that they're an ultra sheer tint of glossy color infused with blooming pigments that leave a subtle stain based on your lips' natural color and pH. So these are like a pH changing lip gloss as well. So this is the shade Maraschino. This does look very similar to this one as well, so I can see why they say sheer, because these look very similar on my lips. But that is so pretty. So this is the shade Maraschino, which is described as a sheer red. I cannot get over the texture of these. I forgot how good they are. I haven't used my Shade Slicks in a little bit, and dang, it's good. And last up we have the shade Le Doux, which is described as a sheer pink. So this is the shade Le Doux, which is described as a sheer pink. And again, I feel like this looks very similar to the last couple of shades as well. So I feel like you wouldn't need all four. One would be good. Oh wow, my lips are really pink now from those. So they definitely have that pH adjusting lip color, because this is exactly the shade my lips turn when I wear one of those like pH adjusting lip products. So these are the Merit Beauty Shade Slick Gelées. They're tinted, sheer tinted lip oils. So that was everything. I'd like to apply a little bit more blush because I feel like some of it got taken away by that powder. It looks like the Jones Road Beauty eyeshadows are creasing on me a little bit. Maybe next time I'll use an eyeshadow primer to avoid that. But this is the final look, playing with all new makeup. I really like how it turned out. I actually really like how my skin looks right now. I just think it looks really pretty, very natural, and like very skin-like as well. I love the blush and bronzer duo. I think they look so pretty together. And the textures of the Shade Slicks is just like wonderful. I love the texture of those so much. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this makeup look turned out. I feel like my most favorite product was probably the blush and the bronzer. And then I'm still feeling iffy about that eyeshadow because it did crease on me, and I think I need to wear the foundation a couple more times before I decide how I feel about it, because it did kind of cling to like a patch I had right here on my face. But I feel like it's going to be promising because I do really like how my skin looks right now. But that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Merit Beauty for sponsoring a portion of this video. I always love working with you, so thank you so much for that opportunity. And if you have any questions or comments about anything, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section and I'll get back to you. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!